I served with Wes on the council for 6 years. Was just very impressed with his work ethic. That's vital to hold a position of mayor in the city.
When I first met Wes, it was actually in regards to some issues we were having in our local neighborhood. He engaged us in the issues and tried to understand what the underlying issues were. And when he brought in the various city departments that had previously really kind of not been so responsive, he was able to get them to understand why we were asking for what we were asking for and to get them to ultimately solve some of the issues.
He's very open to people as city councilor about their concerns about the neighborhood. He's very engaging and he listens to everybody.
He's a listener, a thinker, an evaluator, a problem solver.
Whenever we had any issues with public safety or concern about public safety, Wes was always there, responsive, and always got the right people involved to help the neighborhood.
Wes and I have worked on committees together in the education arena. Wes can go around a room and really understand people, where they're coming from, what assets they bring to the table. And then Wes uses that to encourage a group to find consensus around a project.
I was involved with Wes on Facilities and Finance Committee a few years back and found that Wes's opinion was always very well-informed, well-educated, and just spot on.
Wes has all the strong qualities of communication, accountability, effectiveness. Since I've been involved in the public administration for over 25 years, I understand what the job takes, the expectations, the demands of the job, and Wes has all of those qualities to be a great leader of the City of Beverly.
As an educator, it's really important to me what happens with Beverly's school system. More than half of Beverly's budget goes to schools. The mayor sits on the school committee. Beverly would benefit because of Wes's background in teaching.
We've got to get a new middle school. We can't continue to have those kids in a school that's woefully inadequate. Wes supports this initiative 100%.
Wes will do the work for schools because he's already doing the work for schools. He has the best interest of every child in Beverly in his heart and in his mind. It's so important that the middle school get built because we have amazing things going on in that building.
It's really important for the mayor to understand public education, to be a proponent of public education. Wes is a huge supporter of public education. He's been involved in the schools in a variety of different ways and understands the importance of continuing to move our schools forward to keep us a vital community.
Wes has been in the business world for over 30 years. The projects we need to do here and the budget issues that come along with those projects. Someone who's managed a budget before, someone who knows what that means and what happens if you don't manage that budget well. Wes has that background. That's key, that we have someone who does have that background. When we had a mayor for a short period of time who did not have that background, set us behind.
As different cities and towns compete for state funding for these projects, you need to have someone in the corner office who is driven, who pays attention to details, who makes the phone calls, who relentlessly pursues the funding for those projects.
We have some projects in the city that are in the works that need finishing. In order to finish them, it's got to be a person who's going to be willing to do the job, to listen to the issues, and keep moving forward. We've been lucky in the past years to have a mayor that's worked that way and has gotten a lot of state funding because he has been labeled by some of the state people as a bulldog in getting what he needs, and I see those qualities in Wes. And he won't be doing the push because he has to. Wes will be pushing because he wants to and loves to and is invested in the City of Beverly.
Wes will get the work done on the reconstruction plans that are going on in Beverly right now, from the 1A reconstruction to the Brimble Ave overpass to the MBTA garage. Wes is definitely going to make sure that these projects get done.
The restaurant at the old McDonald's site is something that's really important to everybody in Beverly. It's important to Wes, and he's working hard to make that happen.
He brings all kinds of skills to the table, but above and beyond that is how much he cares. I mean, Wes is very project-oriented, and Wes knows how to get things done, but he genuinely cares about the people. In my book, that counts for a lot.
He got the people that are not even within the department to respond to us. He did make a difference, and we felt like we are definitely an important part of the city and that he worked hard.
He directly answers questions. Doesn't matter whether they're easy questions or tough questions, he answers directly.
Wes has that business background. It's been proven that that's very helpful and very important.
I want the next mayor to have the passion for the city that I have. I see that quality in Wes Slate. He's so passionate about it. It's not going to be a job for Wes, it's going to be his life.
A large part of why I believe in Wes is because I like the guy. You know, I've known Wes for 30 years. He is a man who believes in the end result.
We'll have a mayor that's accessible and extremely hardworking.
I don't view Wes as a professional politician. I never have. He's not someone always going for the next job. It seemed sincerely that he was doing this because he was trying to give back to his community. He viewed that this is his point in life where it was to give back. And Wes will be a great decision maker for the city of Beverly.
In his role as a city councilor, he has his pulse on where things are going and where we have been. And it will take tremendous shoes to fill in terms of having our mayor continue to move us forward. And I strongly believe that Wes Slate is the man for the job.
Whether it's public safety, schools, the Department of Public Works, Wes will deliver those services for the residents and businesses of the city of Beverly.
Wes doesn't give up, ever. He's prudent. I think he has the patience to go the long haul, where some people give up halfway through because politically it's not the right thing to do. I think Wes just goes for the end result.
He has been on so many different subcommittees that he's had his fingers in every bit of Beverly, from the schools to public works to parks and recreation, all aspects. He has been there. I think that he would be an excellent, excellent mayor.
There's very few people that can do this. Bill Scanlon did a terrific job at it. Wes is very similar. They have the same work ethic, and that will bode well for the city of Beverly. You know, there's no better candidate.
I'm Wes Slate, and I'm asking for your vote on Tuesday, November 5th for Mayor of Beverly. Thank you very much.